Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Melissa here, and in today's video topic, we're going to be looking into new love. So we're going to look at new love, who's coming towards you next in romantic love. And in this video, we'll get, some qualities and characteristics of this potential person coming toward you. We'll also get a look into just how you may end up connecting with this person. So how will you meet them? How will they present themselves to you? Getting into a couple of disclaimers, keep in mind, you guys, that this is a general reading on YouTube. It's not a personalized reading to your own specific energy, so you definitely don't want to take any readings like this as, guaranteed truth for you and your situation, right? As a best practice, when you're viewing readings like these, you do want to ensure that you're watching responsibly. If anything in the reading feels like it's confusing you, or if it just doesn't really feel like it fits for your situation, that's usually a sign that it's not your message and that message is likely meant for someone else out there in the collective that also chose your pile. So don't take it personally. Don't allow those things to get you upset. Let's just have some fun with this reading and kind of see what's coming toward you. And if you guys did want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you could book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. So we are going to go ahead and get into your reading selection. So today we have a choice between 4 groups or 4 piles for today's reading. And each of these will be represented by a different color. So if you guys are drawn to pile number 1, we're going to be working with Lilac. You're drawn to pile number 2, we have Clary Sage. For pile number 3, we have Light Apricot. And for pile number 4, we have Heather. So I want you guys to take a deep breath. Think about new love and who is coming towards you next. What do you need to know about this person? Go ahead and select the color or the card that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp, which will take you to your selected reading. See you guys there. Hey, group number 1, if you guys were drawn to the lilac color, this is going to be your message. So today we're looking into new love. So who's coming toward you next in new love? We're going to start the reading first by looking at their qualities and characteristics. And then we're going to take a look toward the back half of the reading at how this person may end up connecting with you. So how will you meet them? How will they present themselves to you? So we have Lilac coming up, which reads belief and faith. So just right off the bat with that, I do kind of feel that this person could be somebody who there's something about their religion or their spiritual beliefs that could be kind of like a core part of their personality for some of you guys. Let's see. Let's get a little bit of clarification here. I'm also getting a very calming energy from this purple, this lilac, but I do feel that this is a person who is potentially quite spiritually in tune. Okay, they're definitely in tune with a higher power. And look, as I'm shuffling, we have the visionary coming up, which is kind of interesting. So let's see. Okay, Spirit, tell us a little bit more about who's coming toward my pile 1 viewers next for new love. Who's coming towards them? Personality traits. What do they need to know about this person? Ooh, we have a warrior energy coming up here. This person might be athletic as well. Oh, okay. And then we also have the Samaritan energy coming up. Yeah, I kind of feel that this person, they do good deeds as something that is kind of connected to their faith or their belief system, their value system. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So this is definitely someone who's like a good Samaritan, someone who likes to be of service to others, or maybe they do volunteer work or something like that. This is also someone who I feel is like a protector in a lot of ways. I think that they're going to exude a very kind of a strong, masculine presence. That's what I get from this. But this is talking about heroism, stoicism, self-sacrifice, right? I do feel this is someone who is generous and someone who is willing to kind of maybe put their own needs aside for the greater good when necessary. But I definitely feel this person is very athletic and very strong and feel like they're going to have kind of a tough exterior. Like the way that they present themselves may not match, like externally, it may not match what's going on internally, if that makes sense. Like it may take you by surprise. All right, what else, Spirit? Who is this new person coming towards my group 1 viewers? Who is this person coming towards my group 1s, please, Spirit? Group 1 viewers. We have the Magician. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups. We do have an Ace of Cups here. So this is definitely a person who I think is emotional. Definitely seeing that with the Cups being here, that emotion is something significant. But I also feel with that Ace of Cups, like this is somebody who is either ready for new love, looking for new love, open to new love. You know, the Ace of Cups is saying this is definitely like, it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity for new love, which is great to see because that's what we're looking into here. Okay. Now, let's get into these messages because I'm getting a couple of things here. The first thing that came to mind when I saw the Magician card was like this person is skilled or talented in something. I also think that this person is very charming. Like I think that they're the type of person who's like a manifester. Like they know how to get what they want, which can be good, can also be not always good, right? It depends on how you look at it in the situation and the context behind that. But right now we're kind of just looking at this person's personality traits. And so when I see the Magician, this is someone who's skilled. Like this is someone who knows how to get what they want, and they are charming, and they know what to say and what to do to create what they desire. I do think with this 7 of Cups that this person, I definitely get that they're spiritual, but I sometimes feel like potentially this person's spiritual beliefs kind of clouds their judgment at times, or it like clouds their ability to see things clearly, like their third eye. Something about their third eye might be blocked. And the reason I'm saying this is because if we take a look, you know, the 7 of Cups is all about choice, and it's about excess and escapism. It can also be about fantasy and sometimes Delulu energy. And do you see how she's pouring this cup into the third eye area here, right? The third eye is like wide open, but it's this emotion is being poured, which is kind of interesting because we have this here. I think this person does kind of get clouded by emotion at times. It could be that like when they're doing good deeds for other people, they're letting their emotion guide them and maybe not always seeing clearly the bigger picture, right? Like this person, I think, is definitely someone who seems like they want to do well and do right by others. I just think there's something about them, like, I don't know if they get taken advantage of, or it just kind of gives me this energy of them kind of being in a haze or just like in a fantasy land about something. Maybe when it comes to love, this person gets a little delulu, right? That definitely happens. And what's happened to me before, you know? But let's continue. Let's kind of see how this plays out. I think also the other thing I'm getting, you guys, with that 7 of Cups is like, it's possible that this person has a lot of scattered energy, because I do feel like they take pride in doing good deeds. Like literally their archetype is the Samaritan, right? So I wonder too if sometimes like it's hard for them to focus on just like one thing in their life because they are so scattered, or like spreading themselves too thin in a way. Look at this, religious factors coming through. That's so interesting. So let's see. Who's coming towards them, Spirit? Who is this new person coming towards my group 1 viewers? Tell us a little bit more about this person. All right. We have heart-to-heart conversations and stay optimistic about your love life. So Yeah, so this is someone who is going to want to talk. Like they're going to want to communicate. And I do think that they are a skilled communicator with the Magician. Like I don't think they're going to shy away from like honest discussion about their needs, their desires, just anything, getting to know you, anything. I do think this person, maybe part of the issue here is like, this is kind of making me feel like your person has not had the best luck in their love life leading up to this point, because at the bottom of the deck, we do have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it makes me feel like this person could be, maybe the Seven of Cups energy is just coming from like, their judgment's been clouded in the past when it comes to love. They've been hurt when it comes to love. And so they're really trying to work on like, I feel raising their vibe again when it comes to their love life and trying to see things through a more positive lens. But I think part of the downside is with the Seven of Cups and the third eye haziness that I'm getting here, this person might be overly optimistic sometimes about people, kind of like projecting onto them what they wish to see instead of like embracing the qualities that the person's genuinely displaying. And I think that that causes them to get burned at times. That's kind of what I feel. It's almost like this over idealistic, drunken love energy that they may slip into when they're really into someone. So let's just get one more love card, and then we're going to move into how you guys may connect with this person. So Spirit, tell us a little bit more about this person that group 1 is meeting next in love. What do they need to know about this person? Passion, Moon and Aries. Definitely think there's going to be a high level of attraction and chemistry. And this person, they definitely have like that Aries vibe with the warrior, right? Like I definitely think this is someone who's really driven, motivated. They may have some sort of hobby or skill that they're very passionate about, that really kind of fills their cup. This person could at times maybe be a little bit emotionally impulsive as well, but I do see them like, I feel like when this person falls for someone, they really fall hard. Like they get obsessed. You see how she's like tying this bracelet around his wrist, like she's claiming him. They want to be claimed by somebody. They want to feel claimed, and they want to feel like their partner genuinely like desires them passionately. I'm definitely feeling that like passionate energy coming from them. So I definitely think you guys will find them to be really physically attractive. This does seem like a person that works on their body and their fitness and things like that. So all right, guys, so let's now look and see how you may meet this person. How will they present themselves to you? How are they coming into your life? Okay, so let's see. So far, I'm not seeing like a ton of really bad red flags or anything, but sometimes the tea comes out later in the reading, so let's see. So how will group 1's new person come toward them, Spirit? How are they going to meet this person? How will this person present themselves? We have direct message. So they're going to maybe slide into your DMs on Insta or social media in general. Doesn't have to specifically be Instagram. Oh no. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Let's get a little more info here. Yeah, see, this person, they're definitely like a lover. They're definitely a lover. Physical touch is big. I need to know more about this narcissist energy, though. What's going on here, Spirit? So how is group 1's new person going to present to them? How are they going to meet this person? We have the King of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. Let's pull a couple of these. Definitely seems like they're going to slide into your DMs here, but I do kind of feel like this person is going to come across quite cold when you guys first connect with them, with the King of Swords. I also kind of feel with this Page of Pentacles, this may be a little bit slower moving. Let's see. How is this person going to present themselves to my Group 1 viewers? How are they coming into Group 1's life, please, Spirit? We have Meow. Mall Crawl. Okay. We have Shy here at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I definitely see this person being a little bit reserved for sure in their approach to you. I also feel like this person is very guarded with this King of Swords and this Page of Pentacles. Like, it just seems like they've really been through it when it comes to their love life, at least from their perspective, or there's something about like love interest that this person does not always see clearly. Okay. I think they're going to slide in your DMs, but I'm a little concerned seeing this card of Narcissist come up here, because what this is kind of telling me is that this person is going to kind of move for themselves, right? Like it's very self-centered, self-focused, like what can I get out of this situation? And I do kind of feel a little bit like that when I see this card here, right? Now, I don't know, like I'm not a professional who's able to diagnose people with like any condition, let alone pick up on that in a tarot card reading, right? And even if I could, I wouldn't. This energy may show up on a gradient, right? For some of you, this could literally mean this person has this condition. For others of you, this might be someone who's just like a little self-centered. We all kind of have narcissistic traits at times, right? So it may play out differently depending on your situation. But I do kind of feel with this clingy energy that this person is sort of like empty inside a little bit. Like there's something that they're needing from you, which with a narcissist, like they're usually looking for a supply of sorts, right? Again, this is on a gradient. It may not be that intense for everybody involved here. Always good to be discerning, right? So I think they're going to be very logical and maybe a bit methodical in their approach to you. I could see them kind of like being very light and sort of just playful with their approach in your DMs. It's almost like giving me this vibe of them just kind of trying to fit in with whatever they think you're going to like, right? Because you see how we have these 3 cats here, and then we have this human who's clearly not a cat, but she's like pretending to be a cat and just kind of trying to fit in with the group. Like that's the vibe that I get from this. And with the Page of Pentacles, I think that they're very slow. I think this is going to be like a slow approach to you. It's possible that this person is someone you guys already know on social media, or they've been following you on social media. Maybe they've been watching you. I do think that this person with the Page of Pentacles is very curious to get to know you. I do also think that this person is really physically attracted to you. The other thing that I feel kind of with this like 7 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, this person may also be exploring multiple options, right? Like they may be putting feelers out there with this keyword of like being on the hunt, right? And they may be pleasantly surprised with stay optimistic about your love life whenever they connect with you to see that maybe there's something about you that's different from other people that they've dated in the past, or you seem like a better prospect for them than other partners. So that's what I see. Group 1. We're going to close it out with a few more cards. So for Group 1, please, Spirit, what else do they need to know about this person or this situation, please? What else do they need to know about this person, please, Spirit? overstimulated. Your vagus nerve is alerting you. How are you overdoing it? Too much of something is affecting you or this situation to burn out. I feel like Spirit is telling you to just kind of listen to your intuition about this person, because there may be, I feel like they're gonna, with the Magician, I do feel like this person is gonna present themselves with this card right here. I think that they are capable of presenting themselves in whatever way they think that you're gonna want, okay? So if you're feeling like there's something off about it, I feel like Spirit is saying you need to listen to that, because your intuition is telling you something. We have divine timing is in the works. This eternal clock creates the perfect timing for each individual season. So I do feel like this is going to kind of unfold slowly over time, right? So like, don't force yourself to like make a decision firmly right away. I feel like Spirit is saying over time, this is going to play out, and you're going to see the truth of it if you choose to engage. We also have forgiveness, recognizing that the inflicted pain was caused by a wounded child, the ability to empathize while being aware of red flags. See, yeah, there's something. We also have satisfaction. Enjoy life as is. There's no need to dig at this time. You're in alignment. So I feel like Spirit is just saying, like, there's no need for you guys. Like, that's kind of what I was getting with the time and the overstimulate. Like, they're basically just saying that, like, with this person, you don't need to worry about like figuring it out, because you are in alignment with your desires. So I think that this person will probably come forward and try to communicate with you. It's going to be very slow. It's going to be probably starting off through social media. I don't see them even like asking you out on a date in this reading right away. Okay. I feel like they're going to come in and want to talk. They're going to have like cuddling and stuff like that on their mind. And you guys may see the mask slip a little bit before you even get to a place where you would go out with this person. Okay. And I think this is just about realizing that like you can have empathy for someone without having to actually like engage with them. Right. So like you guys might be able to kind of see through this person, like, oh, they had a tough childhood. They've been through a tough time. Right. I can see a lot of that here with this person, that they've been through something. But that doesn't mean that you have to like accept what they're offering to you if it's not in alignment with what you want. Right. So it's like having that empathy, but then saying, you know what, there are too many red flags about the situation for me. So I can step away freely without feeling any guilt. Right. Yeah. And then we have the second house, self-worth. Yeah. This may be kind of a lesson, group one, in like your self-worth and you kind of sticking to your values and principles regardless of this person. And I think also it's a lesson in you listening to your intuition, because I do think that something about this person, you're going to know, like it seems good, but then you're going to be able to tell something's a little bit off, right? So I think that is part of like what's going on here for you. So this is what I see, group one. I'm sorry, I don't know that this is something you guys would have wanted to receive, but I'll be curious to hear if you guys have any ideas around who this is, and if this person does end up presenting themselves to you, how are you planning to navigate that situation? Let me know in the comments. Also keep in mind, guys, like we can't always control who comes towards us, right? This is just kind of reading the energy of what's ahead based on the current moment. I've had many people approach me in new love that I would have never given them the green light to do so, right? And it's not my fault that, you know, someone that was a jerk came up to me. Sometimes it just happens like that, right? So keep that in mind. But let me know, guys, and I will see you all in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group two, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking into who's coming toward you next for new love, okay? So we're going to kick off this reading just looking at your new person's qualities and characteristics of their personality. And then the back half of this reading is going to focus in on how you guys may actually meet them. How are they going to present themselves to you? Just want to say before we jump in, you guys, we cannot always control who comes toward us, for better or worse, right? I know that I was telling group one, I've been in many situations where people have approached me that I would never have like welcomed in. So don't get upset, you know, like if something is said in this reading that you're like, ugh, I don't want that, because you can always say no thank you, and then the next person will come toward you, right? Sometimes it just happens like that, you know? So let's see. Group 2. Who's coming towards you next? New love for group 2. So we have Clary Sage. So this could be somebody who may have a little bit of an anxious disposition because I know Clary Sage is, or they may have some stressors in their life, or trying to kind of work through some stressors, because this Clary Sage is supposed to be good for calming the nervous system, calming stress. It's also said to like alleviate stomach issues, stomach upsets, and things like that. So it just kind of makes me feel like this person, maybe specifically when it comes to opening up their heart, they may get a little anxious or stressed about it. But let's see. Let's see what else comes through. They may just also be a person that has a lot on their plate right now. It may not be that deep necessarily. So we have the storyteller. Tell us a little bit more, please, Spirit. What else? This person could be an air sign, like a Gemini. We also have the prince. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So we have someone who is very expressive. They're very expressive. So the storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols, making up tales that harm others. We have the prince, romantic charm and potential for power, using power for self-aggrandizement. So this is definitely a person who is verbally expressive. They could be a musician as well. I'm seeing the musical notes that are here, but they're just a very good talker. They may be a good storyteller. You know, those type of people that like they can tell the most like basic series of events but make it sound like the most grand story that ever was. I feel like that's this person. And I think they are very charming. I do see this as a person who definitely knows how to use their looks, knows how to use their charm to get what they want. So let's see. Let's get a little more info here. They could be a very romantic person as well, like with the flowers behind the back. I could see this being a person who likes to kind of surprise their love interest with little romantic gestures, things like that. So tell us more, Spirit, about this new person that's coming toward group 1. Tell us more, please, Spirit, about this new person coming towards group 2. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. What else? King of Wands. They're hot. I do think this person is attractive, or you're going to find them attractive. They know they're hot with that King of Wands. So this is someone who's a strong leader. This is somebody who likes to take charge. They like to, it's giving Leo energy, right? Like they like to, they're very passionate. They're very generous in relationships. Very fiery energy here. Definitely someone that's going to like to lead, right? Like someone that's going to want to be the one that's in charge of like driving where the relationship goes, right? So they're probably going to ask you out on dates. They're going to want to be the one that plans it. They're going to want to feel like the masculine energy in charge of things, okay? This is a little interesting though with this 10 of Swords and the storyteller, because I do kind of feel like this person, I'm getting a couple things. One, kind of going back to this, what I was getting initially, like I do think this person has been through a lot. I do think this person may have some stress in their life, because the 10 of Swords can also talk about when we're burnt out, we're stressed out about things. So when you guys meet them, they could still be going through a stressful time, or they have like a tendency of really overworking or overthinking things. And I feel like I'm looking at this vulture that's here. There's an energy or a sense of them trying to kind of like salvage something that has already died off, or trying to make the best out of a situation. But for some of you guys, I kind of feel like this is tied into this storyteller, right? Making up tales that harm others. The Ten of Swords can be like backstabbing energy too. I'm not sure yet. We're going to see as we continue with the reading, but this person just may have a tendency of like I don't know if they're like prone to gossip, or if the way that they communicate can sometimes be a little bit intense. I do feel that's the case for some of you guys watching group 2. So just something to be looking out for, right? Potential red flag to probe deeper into if you meet this person. So let's see. Who is this person for group 2, please, Spirit? What else does group 2 need to know about them? Stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah, this person has been through something, I feel like, for a lot of you guys. And they could be, I'm wondering if this person talks about what they've been through in their love life a little bit, or a lot of it, with that storyteller. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I think that this person has been hurt very badly in the past, or they've gone through something recently where like maybe they've been betrayed in love. And again, like with that vulture, the vulture is about like trying to like, it's like eating something that's already deceased, right? So it's sort of like the energy of nothing goes to waste in a sense. So I think that's kind of their vibe when it comes to like they're trying to salvage something or try to look at it from a new and different, more optimistic perspective here. We have wedding. So I feel like maybe this person has been married in the past, or they've been divorced recently, or gone through something like that. That's a big part of their story. And maybe part of the reason why they've been feeling a little bit stressed. So I think when they're dating and looking for love, like whenever you guys do connect with them, I do feel that they're looking for someone who can help them feel more peace and calm in their life. So I do think this person's been through a stressful, very serious situation prior to this. Okay, so let's continue. Tell us a little bit more, please, Spirit, about this person, and then we're going to move into how you guys may meet them. What else does group 2 need to know about this new person, please, Spirit? We have, moving on, the moon in Virgo. So this is about like, like this person is trying to move on from their past. Okay. With that Virgo, I feel like this person may be the type of lover who's very much like in service to their partner. They want to be of service, but they also might be a little bit more selective because of what they've been through. This person may be a little bit more selective about like who they're connecting with, because they're trying to protect their heart space. I feel with all of that pink energy of the Clary sage, the heart is definitely being illuminated here. Let me just look at this really quick. So we have, moving on, Laurel always brings truth. Even a burning heart needs to overcome its doubts. Moving forward means overcoming doubts and fears. Divination can help, but in the end, it's the heart that will need to give assent, trusting in itself and the strength of love, capable of overcoming any obstacle. So this person has a broken heart, I feel, when you guys meet them. I think this person has a broken heart, and I do think that they have a pretty significant backstory that they're going to reveal to you, because I think this person, because they've been so hurt, they may be very much wearing that on their sleeve as a part of like who they are. And in a lot of ways, right, like being married to someone and being with someone for a long time, that is huge, right? So this person, I don't know, I kind of feel like they may still be trying to find their identity a little bit, like who they are as an individual with this King of Wands outside of like that marriage or that old relationship. They're just on a healing journey, but they are like trying to move on. And that's kind of like what this was talking about, right? Hold on. I already flipped the page over. It's talking about overcoming doubts and fears, which makes sense with this anxious energy that we're getting here. They definitely have fears around opening up their heart space because of what they've been through. So just, again, something for you guys to be mindful of. It does look like with that King of Wands, like they're very confident. They're coming towards you, right? But they just may still have some healing to do. So Now we're going to take a look and see how you guys may connect with this person. So let's take a look, Spirit. How is this person going to present themselves to my group 2 viewers? How are they going to meet this person? How are they going to meet this person, please, Spirit? Ooh, oh no. Dang it. Okay. Let's see. Oh man. You know, this is so funny because this happened in group 1 where like everything seemed great until we got to the like how you're going to meet them part of the reading, and then everything just hit the fan. So let's see what else we get. Let's get some clarification here. So Spirit, how is group 2 going to meet this person? I wonder if they're still kind of like having one foot in their marriage or their last relationship when you guys do connect with them. And that's where that 10 of Swords, that backstabbing energy is coming from. Let's see. How is group 2 going to meet this person, please, Spirit? We have the Hanged Man. The Empress. There's the wife energy. But we do have a 2 of Cups here. So I do see you guys like having an emotional like connection with this person. Let's get a little bit more info here with these cards, and then we'll see. How is this person going to present themselves to group 2? How are they going to meet this person with Spirit? That's so funny. So we have Meow. We have Taking a Chance. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, I think that this person is probably going to just like roll the dice and ask you out, right? We're getting that romantic energy with the Prince. I do think that this person, I think you really stand out to this person. I feel like they see you as a wife or like a spouse material. They see you as very beautiful. But the thing is with this Empress, like your person's showing up as a King of Wands, which is not quite on the same level as an Empress. You know, I think that you guys are very like regal, and you're very like, you have like a strong sense of self-worth and self-love and dignity. And this person is just like a King of Wands. Like they're not on the same level. They're not the Emperor yet. I think that they have a lot of healing to do and a lot of work to do, but they do see you as somebody of high value. And so they are going to take that chance to ask you out. And they may actually present themselves as being very nurturing towards you. I do see that you have the potential to have a lot of emotional compatibility with this person, where there is like kind of like a kindred spirit type of vibe, lots of good conversation. You guys might have something that you guys can emotionally bond over, connect over with this person specifically. But the issue that I'm seeing here is that this person, there's something very disrespectful about the way that they're going to approach you, because I do feel that this person is still tied to like their ex, or still tied to this marriage, you know, whether they're actually cheating or whether they're just like still kind of having one foot in the marriage, one foot out. Maybe they're getting separated, but I feel like there's something about the circumstances that you guys meet this person where you guys are like, no, you know, like there's something about it that's disrespectful to your honor, or even to their wife's honor, because the Empress energy can represent the wife. So I think this is going to be a situation where this person, you know, they have a very like free-spirited energy. I think they're going to come in really playful, like really flirtatious. You might meet this person in a place where it's like a public place, or like a place where you guys might share a specific like hobby or an interest, I'm thinking. And it may come across slow with the Hanged Man being here. This may evolve slowly, because the Hanged Man is about someone who's kind of leaning back, and they are putting something on pause because there's like a perspective shift that's needed here. So I don't think that this person is going to come toward you right away. You guys may already know who this is for some of you guys with this Two of Cups. Like, it feels like there could already be an established connection or a friendship of some sort here. And maybe this person, I think it's possible that they could be holding off on coming forward because maybe they don't want to cheat or they don't want to do anything disrespectful. But there's also a part of them that wants to kind of roll the dice and take a chance because they see how, like, they're very attracted to you and they see you as someone that they could like move on and create something new with. Okay, so let's see. We're going to get a few more cards just to get any additional clarity and insight here for group 2. Who's coming towards group 2, please, Spirit? What else do they need to know about this situation? New habits. It's time to shift out of old energy. New morning and night routine, new job, new route to work, feng shui, workout, diet plan, turning hobbies into business. So there could be something, again, like I feel there's something you kind of share with this person. Maybe you guys start going into a new space or they come into yours existing space. And that's when you meet them. It's almost like something about your routine changes slightly. And then this is where you end up connecting with this person. We also have maybe will keep you on your toes. I could see that with this person for sure. Let's get one more. We also have moral compass. Yeah. Does this situation align with your morals? This is a time to reflect and trust your best judgment. You know better. Yeah. I think that you guys are going to be aware that there's something about this situation that isn't really all above board. You know what I mean? So I feel for my viewers, something about this connection is if you choose to engage in it, these are going to be some of the questions that come up for you, right? I think it's about like you standing in your value and knowing your worth. And even though there is this emotional connection with this person where I feel like you guys may feel very drawn to them, and it doesn't feel like Two of Cups is not like a toxic thing, right? Like this is where we just kind of get along really well with someone. We have that emotional kinship with them. It doesn't always even have to be romantic every time, but I do think that we're asking about romantic love. So I do think that there are some feelings here between you and this person. But even though that's there's other things about this person's situation that you guys know don't really align with your values, right? And so that's kind of what this is about, is like no matter how good or how compatible it seems with this person, it seems like their personal life is very messy right now, right? And so it's like you're going to be kind of tested to honor your boundaries if you choose to engage with this person and to honor your value. So I think we're going to end your message here, group 2. This is what I'm seeing for who's coming towards you next. I'm sorry. I wish that it was a little bit of a different ending here, but I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Like, do you think you already know who this is? If this person does approach you, how do you plan to handle it? Let me know. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you guys will be updated when I post the next reading, and I'll see you there. Bye. Hey group 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we're looking into who's coming towards you next in new love. We're going to start this reading by looking into who this person is. So getting a little insight into their qualities and characteristics. And then in the back half of the reading, we're going to take a look at how they're going to present themselves to you. So how will you guys meet them? So let's get started. So you guys were drawn to Light Apricot, which reads, release your fears. This person might have a little bit of anxiety about approaching you, or they may just like be moving through. I almost feel like this person is kind of trying to be less controlling or worried about like how things go, and just kind of trying to move into this energy of going with the flow a little bit more. Yeah, it's almost like this energy of trying to release control. So let's see. Who is this person for my pile 3 viewers, please, Spirit? We have the Fool. Okay. Kind of makes sense with the light apricot. We have the Messiah coming through as well. Okay, so this person is definitely a lighthearted individual. With the light apricot, I do get a fun, kind of a fun-loving energy, kind of a go with the flow sort of energy from them. But I still kind of feel like this person is a little bit introverted. Like, I think that they have, I think they're funny. Like, I think they're definitely going to make you laugh, but I don't necessarily think that this is a person that's always like the most out there. Like, they don't necessarily have to be the center of attention, right? Even though they do have this talent for being funny and making people laugh. I kind of see this person as like wearing a mask a little bit too, right? Like, maybe this humor that they have is sort of like a front to the real them at times. Because I think that this person does have vulnerabilities, right? They definitely, again, they have fears when it comes to love and kind of like letting their guard down a little bit here. But I think this also kind of speaks to like, especially when we're talking about new love, right? So when we think of new love and you're just meeting someone, a lot of people are not just going to put all of it out there like right away. It is kind of like standard for people to kind of wear a little mask, right? They always say like you're meeting their representative before you meet the real them, right? So that could be what this is too. And we also have the Messiah, serving humanity with humility. So this person could be somebody who likes to be of service to others. Like, they could be, maybe acts of service is a love language of theirs for their partners. This person could also be like an activist or someone that volunteers. Maybe they do a lot of volunteer work, something like that. But again, it's like this very introverted energy about it, where it's like they don't necessarily have to be given a lot of recognition for that. They just want to help. And they're very humble about it, which is kind of nice. Okay. Definitely getting introvert vibes. Like, this person does not want to be the center of attention. Okay, so let's continue. Who is this person, Spirit, for group 3? Who's coming towards them? We have the Queen of Swords. This person could be more feminine in their presentation. It doesn't necessarily have to be, though. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. I think this person as well, like with the Judgment card coming up at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this person is maybe kind of like on the precipice of some sort of new beginning in their life, you know, and something about like Judgment is when we're doing literally like a life review. Okay. And we're getting ready to maybe step into a new experience and we're deciding like what's coming with me, what's not. I see that here at the Ace of Pentacles as well. Like, maybe this person, it's like there's this energy of them trying to be very mindful with love interests about how the love interest is going to fit into their life as a whole versus just like jumping into something head first. A high level of discernment with this person as well. And it comes from heartbreak, right? 3 of Swords underneath of the Judgment card. This person has been through a heartbreak in their past, like something very significant here. But it's almost like through this heartbreak, new opportunity has come with the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know. I'm kind of being drawn to all these plants growing out of the heart. So it's almost like before they invest in a relationship, they're really like doing a full review to ensure that the partner that they've selected really fits. Queen of Swords. So this person is someone communicative, right? They are communicative. They're fair, discerning. And again, it feels like this person has just been really, they've been through it in the past when it comes to love. So that's kind of where that comes from. But I do think this person is someone who will be fair. I don't necessarily get like judgmental vibes necessarily from them. But they want to make sure that whoever they're bringing into their life is really the right fit for their life and their lifestyle all around. And they will invest if they feel that that's the case with the Ace of Pentacles. This might be the type of person that asks a lot of questions or is curious. Intellectual stimulation could be really important to this person as well. But it kind of makes sense, right? I kind of see them as being more surface level with you, keeping things light, and really taking their time, properly vetting before they would get too deep emotionally. We have flirt. Yeah, there's the lighthearted. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Definitely with that Queen of Swords, like they're not afraid of communication. And I do think that they are quick-witted with their flirtation. So let's continue. Who is this person coming towards group 3, please, Spirit? What else should group 3 know about this person? We have trials. Sun and Sag. This person could travel or be highly educated, or maybe have some spiritual beliefs that are really important to them as well with Sagittarius. But this card really talks about distance. So it could be that this person is someone who lives at a distance from you as well. And that could be like, yeah, like maybe we're going to see in a second, because we're about to move into the section of like where you're going to meet them. But maybe you guys meet this person when you're on vacation, or maybe you meet them abroad or something like that. I think that's part of the reason why we have this like high level of discernment, specifically over effort and investment long term in this relationship. So let's see, group 3. How are they going to enter your life? How is this person coming towards you? How are they presenting themselves to you? How are you guys going to meet them? Group 3. We have uncertain. Yeah, I feel that from them. Ooh, and then we have controlling. Yeah, it's kind of the vibes. It's like this person, I think, is it's like I was getting earlier with that light apricot. There's kind of this sense of trying to, I feel like the control is coming from anxiety for them. They're not sure. I think whenever you guys first meet them, they're not sure what they want to do because they can't control this situation. There's something about it where like someone lives further away, or like there's just some element of it that they're not able to have a lot of oversight into, which I think makes them feel unsure. So let's see. Tell us more. How is group 3 going to meet this person? How are they coming into group 3's life? Please, Spirit. Yeah, travel. 6 of Swords. Okay, let's see. We also have the Hermit. And there's that anxiety energy. They're an overthinker big time. Could be something about the past that makes this person anxious. The 6 of Cups. Like, yeah, there's something about heartbreak that they've been through that's like really affected this person very deeply. Oh, hold on. let's see. Maybe you guys knew this person in the past as well with the Six of Cups. How are they going to meet this person? We have reckless. We have blowing bubbles. Okay. I almost kind of feel you guys could meet them like in some sort of an outdoor environment as well. I'm just kind of like notice how this person is sitting here outside. It does kind of feel like there could be some element of travel involved. And I'm almost kind of wondering if you and this person meet under circumstances that are a little chaotic at first with this reckless energy being here. Maybe this person is someone that kind of helps you with something. Like they help you, because I do get like very acts of servicey type of vibes from them. Like maybe they help you out with a situation and that's how you guys meet. But there's also this element of like fun loving, going with the flow, like not really paying that close of attention to what we're doing, just kind of living in the moment, which makes sense with that kind of airy, flirtatious energy that we have here. But I think the problem is like this person is like, they're on the fence about it whenever you guys meet them. And so they may kind of pull back their energy. Like after the initial interaction with them, I do feel like with the Hermit card, they may kind of pull back their energy because maybe in the moment, if it doesn't feel right, they'd rather just disconnect. And that's just kind of them honoring this vibe of going with the flow of how they feel about it. It's kind of like there's this realization that they can't really control everything about this. And they are very anxious. So it may be easier for them to kind of pull back when they get into that space. There's definitely something about this that's like look at this. We've got the head and the hands in both of these cards. I feel like when you guys meet this person, it is going to be good times. You know, like there's something very comforting. There could be like really great memories that are made. Maybe you guys connect with this person in a familiar place to both of you, or like in your hometown, or you're traveling somewhere where memories are being made. And it's like a very nostalgic maybe vibe to the meeting for some of you, even though this is new love. I don't know if this is someone you guys may already know, or maybe you've met them before, but it never went anywhere. I definitely feel like this person is going to be a little bit guarded though. I do. Guarded, but also going with the flow or trying to. So we have yes, go for it. Your spirit team is cheering you on. It's interesting. What else does group 3 need to know about this new person? Faux alert. This good friend has ulterior motives. Oh gosh. Okay. And last but not least, assault. The situation is being approached too aggressively. Interesting. I kind of see this person, like maybe they do have like a tendency to be overly controlling or pushy in their energy. But I feel like they're actively trying not to be that way when you guys connect with them, because there are so many indications of them being very lighthearted. but they are guarded about it. And so I feel like whenever you guys meet them, you're probably going to feel like, yes, I'm doing this, right? And I think with your spirit team cheering you on and this person's, I feel like it's an energy where in the moment, this is going to feel like a clear yes, like I want to engage with this person. I want to connect with them. But it is important to be discerning. And I feel like this is also this person's energy, right? Because of the Queen of Swords, the Judgment, this person is also nervous, right? I think they're also nervous about ulterior motives here as well. To be honest with you guys, I don't really see this person having like clear motives or intentions other than to be in the moment and having fun. But I do see a lot of guarded energy and anxious energy from them. So I almost feel like maybe this isn't talking about them being your foe, but they're worried that you are a foe to them. Like they're worried about you hurting them is kind of the vibe that I get from this. If anything, a red flag to look out for with this person would just be like their anxiety may manifest in a way that's a little bit controlling, right? Or a little bit too pushy. But I do feel that this person, just the way the energy presents here, it does seem like they're not trying to be that way. Like they are trying to kind of embrace going with the flow, but they are very anxious for some reason. So very interesting reading, group 3. Comment below. Let me know if you have any idea around who you think this is. And if you were to meet this person, how would you handle it? Would you be like, yeah, I'm down, let's hang out? I don't know why. I keep getting this vision of you guys like traveling somewhere and meeting them like out and about, outside somewhere, like in a city or something like that. But let me know. Comment below and let me know. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I'll see you there. Bye. Hey group 4, and welcome to your reading. So today's video is going to be getting into new love, who's coming toward you. So we're going to start by looking into this new person's kind of like qualities and characteristics, their personality. And then in the second part of the reading, we're going to be looking into how they're coming into your life. How will they present themselves to you? How will you guys meet? All of that. So you guys selected Heather, which is this really beautiful brown color, and it says solitude and diligence. So I'm already kind of getting a very strong silent vibe from that, or someone who's just very grounded. So let's take a look here. Who's coming towards group 4 in love next, please, Spirit? Who's approaching them next? Who's approaching group number 4 next, please, Spirit? Who's coming toward them next in love? Tell us a little bit about this person. Ooh, not the thief. Okay, what else? We also have God coming through as well. We have a guide archetype here at the bottom of the deck. So this person could be quite spiritual. And I do actually get that this person maybe, like how I was saying, strong and silent. Like I do kind of feel this person could be introverted. Someone who has a really magnetic and kind of like strong presence, but they're not necessarily like the most out there in the spotlight type of person. So we have the God archetype. This has benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. This has despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. I do kind of feel like this person is like a kind, compassionate person inside. I do feel like this will kind of radiate from them. And I feel like this person is spiritual as well. I feel like they have some sort of connection to a higher power, whether they're like religious, spiritual, whatever it is. I definitely see that. I do think this person, though, is someone who kind of wears, it's like the opposite of wearing their heart on their sleeve, right? They protect their heart. They hide their heart. And it may take them a little while to open up, or fully show themselves to you and be vulnerable in that way. I want to get a little more insight here. Tell us more about this person, please, Spirit. Maybe this person has had a past where they've, for some of you guys, maybe this person has had a past where they have like engaged in criminal activity. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but you know, like the thief doesn't have to be literal, but you know, thief is also kind of talking about stealing creative ideas, affection, you know, powers that you think you lack. So maybe this person has had kind of a self-worth or a self-love journey. Maybe this person has been in a place where they've had to kind of find themselves and kind of get to a confident place in who they are as a person without having to kind of outsource that from others. Let's see. Who is this person for group 4, please, Spirit? Six of Swords. Nine of Wands. I think when you guys meet this person, you're going to feel a very strong connection. But I do kind of wonder, look at these dynamics here. We have the masculine offering something to the feminine, a fruit, and the feminine is kind of guarded and like having this serpent protect her. It's kind of like this archetype of like, what decision should I make? Do I accept the offer or do I not? And that could be a dilemma that's going on with you when you meet this person, or maybe that's this person's dilemma toward you, because right now we're tapping into their energy, right? I definitely feel with this Nine of Wands that this person has been through a lot, and I think when you guys meet them, they're actually still going through a lot, because the Nine of Wands talks about not giving up. It talks about needing to persevere, needing to kind of push through our challenges, overcome our challenges. Maybe this is the type of person who is like relying on their spiritual beliefs to kind of get them through this time. They could be concerned when they meet you guys that there's something about this connection that could pull them off track or distract them from what they're going through in a bad way. There's definitely like a message of temptation that I'm getting from that card. But I think this person with the solitude and diligence of the Six of Swords, I do see this person as a person who is desiring peace, right? So the Six of Swords kind of tells me that this could be a person who is really good at helping people navigate difficult situations. And I see that here with the God archetype as well, and with the Guide archetype as well, because look at this. We have the wounded child here. So this person is compassionate to the struggles and challenges of others because they've been through challenges. This person has experienced either like dysfunctional relationships, or they've, you know, had childhood wounds that they've had to navigate through. And so I think that maybe there's somebody who is skilled at being able to guide people through situations that are similar, that are difficult. This person could also be someone who travels with the Six of Swords, particularly maybe somebody who lives overseas or across like a body of water. Maybe they like water as well. Maybe they like to sail or something like that. Water sports could be significant. But I do think that they are a little bit guarded. With the Nine of Wands and the Thief, I think when you guys connect with them, they are a little bit guarded, okay? So let's see. Who is this person coming towards my group 4 viewers, please, Spirit? We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So we also have reconciliation. So you guys might know this person already. Even though we're asking about new love, sometimes Spirit highlights something else because that's what's coming toward us next. But this person is very focused on their career when you guys connect with them. And maybe that's where some of the stress is coming from in their life, is stuff to do with their career and their finances. Now, coming back to this for a moment, this doesn't necessarily have to mean like an ex-partner, right? Reconciliation could simply be, maybe this is someone you guys casually crossed paths with before, like long ago in the past, but it never really like materialized into anything. That could be a possibility here. So let's grab one more card, and then we're going to move into how you guys will meet them. We have empathy, Mercury energy coming up. That kind of makes sense, right? Because this card is talking about compassion. So this person, ooh, we also have romanticism with Neptune here. Ooh. So this person could be very, I feel like they're a little bit guarded because maybe this person has a tendency to get lost in relationships. You know, this person is very spiritual. I see that here with the guide, the God card, and this Neptune energy. Spirituality, I think, is very key to this person or core to who they are. But on the same token, I think that they may tend to get a little lost in their relationships at times. And maybe this is why we see them in a little bit of a guarded space with the Nine of Wands and the Thief, because they know that once they let someone in, they're gone, right? So looking at this empathy message, this says, the girl intent on tasting a strawberry suggests to the man all the pleasures and malice of the fruit between her lips and the erotic heat of the pepper hanging on the wall. Empathy is an energetic current that brings two people together even at a distance. Knowing each other, communicating, empathizing is the first step in a relationship. Mercury teaches how to play with subtle forces to evoke and intertwine them. So with Mercury, with empathy, I feel like this person, when they talk to people, you'll probably experience this when they talk with you, they are very compassionate and they want to relate to you. They will have compassion and empathy for things that people go through. Both, like the card was talking about the strawberry and the pepper, right? So the strawberry being kind of like the sweeter moments in life, the pepper being the moments that burn, right? So good and bad, they're able to empathize with. So that's kind of what I see for who they are, group 4. Let's take a look at how you guys are going to meet them, how they're going to present themselves to you. So how is this person going to meet with my group 4 viewers? How are they going to present themselves? Not the gossip. Okay. Let's see. Priority. I could see you guys meeting them through work. Let me get a few more cards here. How is group 4's person going to present themselves to my group 4 viewers? How is group 4 going to connect with this person initially, please, Spirit? We have the Justice card. Queen of Swords. Okay, let me pull a couple of these. I feel like there could be some sort of coworker relationship here for some of you guys. We have taking a chance. Secrecy. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some sort of work connection with this person, because I definitely see in their personality that they are someone that wants this to be kind of like under the radar. They themselves feel very introverted to me. So even if they are like in a position of power or authority in the workplace, I don't think that they're the loudest person in the room, right? They're kind of a quiet type of leadership. But with secrecy coming up here, there's something about needing to use discretion. And it's almost like when I'm looking at this card, right? We can see that these two people are clearly like together in the same space having a moment, but there's like this distance between them. I feel like this person may have their eye on you for a little while before you guys actually end up like coming together romantically, or before they kind of make their romantic intentions known to you. But this person, I feel, is going to take a chance. Like they're going to take some sort of a chance to like ask you out or put themselves out there. But there's discernment here. There's like secrecy or discretion that's required. This person, I think, is also kind of a busy person, right? And so with priority coming up here, I see them kind of like maybe waiting or holding off until they feel like they're able to adequately fit you into their life. I think that you guys will have like a lot of dialogue with them, because like Mercury is being highlighted here. So communication and talking are very significant with this person. With the Queen of Swords, I do see that you guys will communicate with them quite a bit and talk about a lot of things. I think this person is also going to set very clear boundaries or have very clear standards that they set for the situation. And I feel like the discretion is because of this gossip energy. Like I don't necessarily see them as being the gossip. Maybe you guys connect at work and or just like in whatever environment you're in, and you spill the tea to each other or something. But to me, I kind of see like all of this energy of discretion and being more like withdrawn as like a way to mitigate anyone gossiping about it or talking about it. So it's like this person is very fair, they're very balanced, but they're very like neutral. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this person kind of acts one way in whatever the environment is that you know them in, like at work, but then acts a little bit different whenever you're one-on-one with them. Because like we can see that this person, deep down, they are very romantic. They can be very escapist when it comes to relationships, and they're very spiritual. But I feel like there's something about like the circumstances in which you guys meet them, or kind of like the environment, which requires them to put on a much more logical front. Okay. So let's continue. This is very specific, okay? But for some of you guys with this justice, this can be like a legal thing too. Like there's something legal about this. Maybe this person is helping you with some sort of a business contract, and that's how you meet. This could be something like an NDA. Like I could see that with the gossip card that's coming up as well. Like yeah, something about contracts, like legalities, could be significant to somebody here. It might just be like one or two people, but let's see. What else does group 4 need to know about this new person, Spirit? The 9th house, that's legal stuff too. Okay, big picture stuff. What else? What else does group 4 need to know about this new connection? And number 8, Saturn. We also have assault. The situation is being approached too aggressively. Here's the crown chakra. So here's that spiritual side that they have. So I do feel like you guys, there's a lot of like spiritual energy with this person. And I think that this person with the 8 and the Saturn, they may have a heavy level of responsibility in their life, in the workplace or something like that. I see Saturn as like contracts as well. So this could be a situation where this person's like image or whoever they are is kind of like, it's important for them to feel like they're protected for some reason, because I feel like they have a lot of responsibility, or they have a lot of something with their image that they have to protect here. So I feel like with that Saturn energy, there could be some structure or boundaries around the situation, or like standards around the situation that this person is really putting forth. Ninth house, Sagittarius, Jupiter. So this is saying your views of the bigger picture, expansive knowledge. It kind of makes sense with justice, because justice is sort of like when we make decisions that are not necessarily like the thing we would necessarily want, but it's doing the thing that's the right thing for everyone involved, right? So there's something about this person looking at the bigger picture and doing the right thing for the situation, for everyone involved, including themselves and you. But again, with that energy being here, this is kind of tying in some of the spiritual beliefs that are very significant with this person. So spirituality, higher education, travel, which we talked about with the Six of Swords, all those themes could be coming through with this person, or significant with this person. This person does not strike me as an aggressive person when I look at their energy, but I do think that for some of you guys, whatever is presented to you from them might feel a little bit like, whoa. Especially, I don't know why I keep feeling with that Justice card, this is something that's like, I feel like it's something legal that they give you, or there's just something about the circumstances or this need for discretion that might feel a little intense for you guys when they present it to you. But I feel like it's coming from a place of this person feeling very like they have to guard and protect themselves, protect their image in some way. And so you guys may actually feel, if you choose to engage with this person, there's like this undertone of feeling unappreciated, because I feel that this person has a lot of like, they could be a very public figure or someone really big or important in whatever field they're in. And they're looking at things from this more like neutral, logical, factual perspective as it pertains to this connection. But I do see a lot of like Instagram, like texting and talking, that kind of stuff with this person too. So I don't know, group 4. This is kind of interesting. Like I was saying in the other groups, we cannot always control who's coming toward us next. So I'm not sure how you're really going to feel about this situation, but do comment below and let me know. Do you guys have any idea with this reconciliation card of like who this is? And if they do come towards you, how do you feel like you're going to respond based off what you see here? Thank you guys so much for being here and viewing this video. If you made it all the way to the end, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post the next reading. I'll see you there. Bye.